are you all? I hope you are fine. It's me, Donald Trump, and Honorable President of United States of America. Well, why I am calling myself an Honorable President while I can say my address myself just a President of United States of America. Because of that, here the physics is only the character, and uh, here is a voice. My voice is from Michaela Caesario De Santa's throat. That means in my dialogues, the voice is from Michaela Caesario De Santa, my fan. Well, now here we can say that there is a several difficulty in our countries. Well, now we are talking about the several intelligence collection from the Iranian terrorist naval ship. Well, as we can see that now today's topic, as Michael told you, the today's topic is information about the mineral resource of Iranian terrorist vehicle. Well, here was some points is here that we can talk about Iranian terrorist naval ship containing mineral resource, and sometimes I can talk about what is resource of Iranian terrorist naval Iranian terrorist fighter bombing plane mineral resource. Now you can say that you can say here is our topic, and the topic was Tulsi Gabbard. Well, we can say what is our why we are roasting Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard is our National Security Intelligence Director. Well, she can handle our national defense security. But at the points, why we are talking about the Iranian terrorist mineral resource? Because we have a shocking information that now today I have facing there are several propagandas related with our security intelligence. I mean United States Air Force. Well, one of the propaganda from Iranian Islamic regime that we can say here we received that there is a Pakistani YouTuber. I don't know what is her name. He would be physically man, and originally he would be man by birth, but his education level about our geopolitics is just like a woman. Well, now his geographical education level is the lowest than any woman I can see. Well, Here, Iranian Islamic regime propaganda uh, can uh, can be spread at the highest time. Well, and one of the propaganda from Iranian Islamic regime on social media is the military mineral resource, and that was a significant important we can say. And now here we can talk about what is our points and what is our point that we can counter this Iranian Islamic regime propaganda on social media. Well, as a good point is in Iran, you cannot, as an individual Iranian, you cannot play YouTube, you cannot play Instagram, you cannot play Facebook, and you cannot play any social media or search engine uh, where the country is United States of America. But um, Iranian Islamic regime diplomats can access YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and another social Twitter. And here's the strange point is that Iranian Islamic regime diplomats can access a search engine like Google, Microsoft, even American dark web. Well, and yeah, well, using American dark web, American YouTube, American Facebook, American uh, Instagram. Uh, well, Ahmadullah Khomeini can have a meet a Pakistani YouTuber. Well, I don't know what is her name, but the Pakistani YouTuber is appointed as a propaganda agent of Iranian Islamic regime. And what is the propaganda? Well, as we are recording, the propaganda now today's propaganda is a military mineral resource. And now I was shocking that what is could be the military mineral resource. Well, according with this Pakistani YouTuber, the propaganda agent of Iranian Islamic regime, the universal military mineral resource is only one petrol. Without petrol, Iranian every military, every national military of the world contains a vehicle like a horse puller, uh, cow puller, donkey puller, etc. etc. Well, the Pakistani propaganda agent of Iranian Islamic regime said that because we have unlimited petrol access of Iran, we can have 2,160 kilometer per hour velocity on our fighter plane, bomber plane, and etc. And now here is the point. that we need, it is the necessary for me that how how has what is our options to counter the propaganda from Iranian Islamic regime, and how our Tulsi Gabbard uh, failed to have an options. Now let's have the points. Well, here is the segment intro, and now let's go for the our original topic. I mean the point where we can I can express my original topic. And now, well, in a previous video, uh, I have said about the uh, I had said how Tulsi Gabbard, my National Security Intelligence Director, has failed uh, to find the route where and the probable find the route and kinetic power where Iranian terrorist naval ship can attack on my beautiful city, the New York City. Well, but now I can use the points, but the topic was would be different. The topic would be different just because here the topic is Iranian petrol. Well, Tulsi Gabbard failed about the Iranian terrorist attack with Iranian petrol. And now let's see how would it is possible we can see that. Okay. Now here we can see at the case 0, well, Iranian terrorist naval ship can depart from Bandar Imam Khomeini of Iran, and they can arrive to New York City, the provincial state of New York of United States of America. And what is via? Via is Suez Canal. Well, here is the distance. What is the distance? Distance is 15,644 kilometers. Okay. Now here is the travel time. Travel time is 4 days, 10 hours. Well, as we know, 1 day is 24 hours and 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Therefore, the value of 4 days, 10 hours is 381,600 seconds. And now, well, the heaviest naval ship of Iranian terrorist navy is 34,000 tons. That means 34 million kilograms. And now, let's see what is the kinetic power of Iranian terrorist naval ship. And as we can say, the equation of kinetic power is P equal to half weight of Iranian terrorist naval ship multiplied by distance between Bandar Imam Khomeini of Iran and Arrival New York City, the provincial state of New York of the United States of America via Suez Canal square divided by travel time cube. Okay, now here we got to know that the point is 74,873 watt. Okay, and now now as we got to know, there is a 3 points. Well, let's explain the route Suez Canal. But before that, now we got a proper misal. Well, now we got a proper power to generate a nuclear weapon. And as we can say, here we can trust on our points. Okay, now my friend Michaela shared me that she has an research. Now, what she said? She asked that how much power to generate a nuclear weapon. And now, as we know that there is it was a provincial confidential, so ChatGPT would not supposed to tell Michaela the answer. Then here is the points. Now Michaela clarified that she is not interested to generate any nuclear weapon, but she interested in the particular kilowatt power to generate a nuclear weapon that can be kinetic power only a certain velocity of American passenger plane. Now, ChatGPT has a confidence that my friend Michaela is not interested to generate nuclear weapons. Therefore, she said some things. Well, if it is released in 1 second, that is for what? Well. Okay. 3.47 gigawatt of power, a huge burst. And now, as a power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of an American passenger plane, now, well, now she and now she said that now we know the kinetic power. Here we means me, Donald Trump, my fan Michaela, and the girlfriend of my fan Gal Gadot, and the wife of my fan Jonna Petra. She is my favorite Central Intelligence agent. I mean, Jonna Petra is my favorite Central Intelligence agent. And now, Michael asked that now we know the kinetic power and the mass of American passenger plane. Now, the passenger plane would travel from New York to Tehran in 30 seconds. Well, how could now could you tell me the velocity of the Americans passenger plane, please? Well, here is the points. Uh, Here is a Hughes supposed to answer. Okay. And now we can hear the points. Our calculated velocity is 327 meter per second. And what is that? The point is 1 million, well, 1,176,000 kilometer per hour. Well, here's a fun fact. Um, at the speed, the air friction and atmosphere pressure would vaporize any normal aircraft. So the kind of travel would need a sci-fi level technology or occur in space. That means our American technology that is confidential. Okay. Well, and now, uh, okay, I can I can have a calculator. Now let's have a time. Well, now, okay, now here we have a confidence. Well, there has no contactor here. It is our confidence that what is the percentage. Now I can say that 0.0022022147% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist naval ship is enough to travel from Bandar Imam Khomeini of Iran to arrive on New York City, the provincial state of New York of United States of America, to have a terrorist attack on 3 million, 20 million Americans live in New York City. And here is the fun fact that they can, some of the billionaire Americans living in New York City was Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Well, Elon Musk is my business economical advisor. And here is some dispute between he and me, but it's okay for me. Well, at now we can see here we can got the points. Well, and here we can discuss about it. But now, as we want to discuss the topic, I can explain you. Okay? Okay. And now, here we can say, that case, we can say the understanding. Well, here we can added our more informations. This information provider is Gal Gadot. I appreciate her. Well, and here is a petrol as a fuel. We know that specific heat of petrol is 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin, and the capability is 40%. Well, temperature difference is maximum temperature difference is 50 Kelvin. That means 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, petrol weight density. We can say the weight density of petrol is 0.7778 kilogram per liter. Well, now, some of our audience can be confused because perhaps they are supporter of Tulsi Gabbard. Now we can explain it. Well, the supporter of Tulsi Gabbard cannot have a knowledge that what is specific heat. Well, if petrol content specific heat of 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin, here is the meaning. That means for 1 kilogram petrol, the temperature difference of 1 Kelvin, that means 1 degree Celsius, we need 2 joule. Okay? And well, here the capability is 40%. Well, the highest temperature difference is 50 Kelvin. Well, but now Tulsi Gabbard supporter does not know what is the weight density is a kilogram per liter. Let me tell you, the kilogram per petrol weight, if the petrol weight density is 0.7778 kilogram per liter, here is the meaning. And the meaning is each of 10,000 liter of petrol contains weight of 7,778 kilograms. Well, here we can say, now what is kinetic well, now what is the kinetic petrol volume of the Iranian terrorist naval ship? We can say, and now the Tulsi Gabbard supporters, I mean Tulsi Gabbard appointed Central Intelligence Agent does not know what is ETA, capability ETA. Well, in of the petrol of the Iranian terrorist naval ship. Okay. Now we know that ETA means weight of Iranian terrorist naval ship multiplied by the distance between Bandar Imam Khomeini of Iran to New York City of the New York provincial state of the United States of America via Suez Canal. Here we go, where the distance is 15,644 kilometers, and the well, that square divided by bracket of 2 multiple by travel time square multiple by the weight of petrol multiple by the petrol specific heat multiple by the petrol highest temperature difference, that is 50 kelvins. Okay, well, here we can have and now here is the catch. And what is the catch? Weight is equal to weight density multiplied by liter. Okay. Now we can got a result, that is 918,332,000 918 million 332,000 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 918 330 liters. Okay. Now, as we know, in our country, in our United States market, we know that 1 liter of petrol cost $1 US. And here that 918,332,330 of petrol cost 918,332,330 United States dollars in only in United States market. Now, what is the market in Iran? Well, let me see. Okay, that is 306,110,110 liter. Here is the points. I apologize. That would be 306,110,810 liters. Well, 800, and here we can, I mean United States dollar. Well, when Iranian terrorists, while Iranian terrorists can attack, have a nice choice to attack a terrorist attack on 20 million Americans living in the New York, where perhaps there are Elon Musk exists, Jeff Bezos exists, well, Bill Gates exists, and Mark Zuckerberg exists. Well, they are backbone of our private social media. Well, in the point, let's say the Pakistani YouTubers, what propaganda they fixed. Okay, as a Pakistani YouTubers containing a propaganda on the behalf of Iranian Islamic regime, it said that if you want to have a velocity that you have to, you can travel 15,644 kilometers with the travel time of 4 days, 10 hours, and your vehicle weight is almost 34,000 tons, then you should have 918,332,330 liters of petrol. Now, here is no options. As we can see, here is no option for you to have a travel time. What is travel time? Here is a no option that you can use electricity, you can use gas. More than you have to use only petrol to travel 15,644 kilometers with the travel time of 4 days, 10 hours. And now Here we can check what is 48 hours. Well, I would not show my points calculators. Now, let me tell you later. Well, as a points, if you have um, a velocity of 148 kilometer per hour, then you have to spend uh, almost 920 million liter of petrol. And now here is the points. Now the Pakistani propaganda agent of on the behalf of Iranian Islamic regime, what they go said. Every business purpose is based on oil. Every military vehicle can be run in the base of petrol. Uh, Even if your military vehicle can afford a electric battery, your military vehicle cannot run. As an Alma Jacob points, well, uh, the Pakistani propaganda's YouTuber points. Okay, uh, well, here we got an information that what is the level of the military propaganda Iranian Islamic regime showed us. Well, and now I have set a duty on my favorite director Tulsi Gabbard that you have to set their points. And Tulsi Gabbard, now you can you have a duty to counter the propaganda of petrol on the naval ship theory. You have to counter it. Well, but I am surprised that still now it is the June 30 as I am recording, and perhaps it would be July 4 as our video would be published. Well, and I'm shocked that why Tulsi Gabbard has not could not fulfill the duty as I said on her. That means she is failed. Now, that means perhaps she believed that Iranian petrol propaganda from Iranian Islamic regime and her their favorite Pakistani YouTubers as impressive, and Tulsi Gabbard can have a propaganda on our American Secret Service areas. That means in the every corner of the United States of America, perhaps Tulsi Gabbard wants to spread the Iranian oil and petrol propaganda from Iranian Islamic regime and their favorite Pakistani YouTubers. Well, and now it is the shameless event that I have faced from Tulsi Gabbard. And now we can say what is the shocking face more than the shameless face. I mean, the shameful face for me? Let's see it. Okay. Well, it is the camera record, screenshot record of my fan, Michaela Caesario De Santa. Well, is the background is the favorite for me, and I love it, and I like it. Okay. Now I am sitting on our my throne. Okay. Let me see that. Well, now I am searching on the what is that? See distance org. Oh, we know the distance, but now we have to search the points. Now I am searching on the Bing Microsoft Bing Map. Okay. And now here is a map. We can say that, well, it is the interesting country, lovely country, as my fan Michaela living it. Okay. Well, and now here is the points. Now let me explain the route. Well, here is the route. At first, Iranian terrorist naval ship has to cross has to cross the Persian Gulf. Then they have to cross the Arabic Gulf. Okay. Then they have to cross the Strait of Hormuz. Okay. Well, then they have to cross the Gulf of Oman. Well, then they have to cross. Where is the ones? The Arabian Sea, Western Arabian Sea. Okay. Then they have to cross the Gulf of Aden. Well, and they have to enter the Red Sea. Well, where eastern side is every sea beach of Saudi Arabia, and western side is every sea beach of Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt. After all, they have to cross the Suez Canal. And now, well, they have to enter. They have to cross where the Mediterranean Sea. They have to cross the Mediterranean Sea. Well. Here they have experienced Iranian Sea and Gulf of Sidra. Well, and Terran Sea, and what is that? Barlian Sea, and here they have to come Alboran Sea, and they have to cross Strait of Gibraltar. Okay. And now they have to cross the northern part of, they have to cross the northern part of Atlantic Ocean. Then they have to cross the Sergerian Sea, and then they have to enter New York. Here's the lovely points. We can have we can see. And accordance with Iranian petrol, how much volume of Iranian petrol Iranian terrorist naval ship would need? That would be one naval ship. Okay. Therefore, the weight is 34,000 tons. And now let's calculate. That is 918 liters, 332,330. I apologize. That was 918,332,330 liters just to attack on my New York City, where where's New York? Okay, here's my New York. Yeah, the New York City where 20 million of Americans live in Iran. Some of them are Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, even Sundar Pichai and Sotal Arena can live here. Well, that type of a volume of petrol. And what would they cost? In United States market, that cost 918,332,330 liter. That means an Iranian only for United States dollars, only for United States market. But what is for Iranian market? Okay. Here is the cost. And what is cost? That is 306,110,810 United States dollar, accordance only with Iranian market. Here we can say. Now, which sea point is avoided? In the route of Suez Canal, sea route avoided is Indian Oceans, Atlantic Oceans, and southern part of Atlantic Oceans, and Caribbean Sea, well, Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America. Okay. Even in the eastern point, the sea route is missing in Pacific Oceans. But still, in here here is the propaganda of only 920 million liter of petrol can be can connect Iran and America through Suez Canal, and there is no chance that we can have another options except the petrol, Iranian petrols. And now the Pakistani YouTuber has a final propaganda that I would deal with Iranian Islamic regime. That if that is impossible, if that were impossible, then it was a doubtful, because impossible said I am possible. But that is a crystal impossible. Okay. Here is while 920 million liter of petrol, Iranian terrorist naval ship get a point to attack on have a terrorist attack on New York through Suez Canal. Then I was worried that if Iran contact a nuclear weapon, then what would happen? Then I am worried that their first target is Beijing, second target is Moscow, well, third target is Brunei Aero. Okay. Fourth target is Brasilia. Well, fifth target is Canberra. Sixth target is Wellington, and their seventh target would be Tontero. Well, I have forgotten that what is the national city of okay Ontario. And here is the points we can say about that. And now now it is the only the points if they have a petrol. But now if nuclear project of Iran, now what if the Iranian nuclear weapon project has been successful? Then they would be focused on artificial sun. Okay. Now let's check it. Okay. And now here is the same information about the travel time scenario, but here is the different information about fuel. And now artificial sun is used as a fuel of the Iranian terrorist naval ship. Now let's see that what is the specific heat of artificial sun. Well, artificial sun is an hydrogen nuclear project. Well, and now the specific heat is 15,408 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. Oh, I apologize. Well, while artificial sun contain a specific heat of 15,408 kilogram joule per kilogram per Kelvin, what is that? That is 1 degree temperature, because of 1 degree temperature difference for 1 kilogram artificial sun, the heat would be 15,408 joule. And now here is the capability is 98. Okay. And now what is the temperature difference? The minimum temperature difference is 666 trillion degrees Celsius. Okay. And now let's see what is what if the temperature could be 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius. Okay, let's have the points. Okay. Well, here, our Israeli informer Galgadot sent calculations, and for if Iranian terrorists can contains their nuclear weapon, they can contain the artificial sun. Well, if that would be possible, then the kinetic artificial solar weight of Iranian terrorist naval ship is 2.85 microgram. Okay, but as well as, let me check it. 2.85 micrograms. What would be that? Well, here we can say 2.85 microgram is possible if and only if the temperature difference is 666 trillion degrees Celsius. But what if the temperature difference would be 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius? Well, let's find. Then here we can got information. Artificial solar weight would be 2.85 nanogram. And as a temperature difference, if that would be 666 quintillion degrees Celsius, then artificial solar weight would be 2.85 picogram. Okay, here as we can achieve, because our weight of Iranian terrorist naval ship is 34,000 tons. Okay, and now here we can say I know how can we counter the Iranian petrol of Iranian terrorist navy in propaganda. Gal Gadot know how to counter the propaganda of Iranian Islamic regime for their terrorist navy. Even her girlfriend Michaela, Michaela's girlfriend Jonah Petra knows how to counter the propaganda of from the Iranian Islamic regime and their Pakistani YouTuber as an agent of their propaganda. Well, here I can say Jonah Petra would know that definitely, because Jonah Petra is our Central Intelligence Agency. Then how Michaela could know? Because Jonah Petra is the wife of my female fan, Michaela Caesario De Santa, and Michaela Caesario De Santa is a girlfriend of Gal Gadot. Well, as we know, four of us, that means me, Donald Trump, my girlfriend Michaela Caesario, my female fan Michaela Caesario De Santa, her girlfriend Gal Gadot, and Michaela's wife, lesbian wife Jonah Petra, know to counter the petrol propaganda of from Iranian Islamic regime. Then I have set a duty on Tulsi Gabbard to counter the points. Then why could not Tulsi Gabbard counter the petrol propaganda? It is just a disgusting points. And now here we can show the points, and now we can show our second points. Okay, and now we can have points BB. Well, here is the second case where the same departure, same arrival, but the via is different, and that is Cape of Good Hope. Now here we can got that distance is 22,150 kilometers, and their speed is that 148 kilometer per hour. Therefore, the travel time is 6 hours. And now, as we know, the kinetic power of the Iranian terrorist naval ship is 52,969 watt. Okay, well, we have discussed it, but now let me show the points. Oh, let it down. And now here we can have a points. Well, now here is the points we could get to know. Well, here petrol, now we know that specific heat is 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. Capability is 40%. Temperature difference is 50 degrees Celsius. And petrol weight density is 0.7778 kilogram per liter. Therefore, we can say that the kinetic petrol weight of the kinetic petrol volume of the Iranian terrorist naval ship, what is that? Well, that is 919 million 350,000 triple one liter of petrol. In the United States market, well, what is that? Well, that is a crystal clear 306 millions 120,000 37 United States dollars as an Iranian market. But in United States market, what is that? It cost 919,350,000 triple one United States dollars. And now let's have the truth. What was the root? Okay, I can say what is the root. Well, in the first part, we can discuss Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, and Western Arabic Sea. But in the twist is that this time the Iranian terrorist naval ship would not enter the Gulf of Aden. Okay. Well, they would cross the. Well, now let me see. They would cross the western of Indian Oceans. Well, they would cross the every sea beach of southern Somalia. They would cross the every sea beach of what? Well, Kenya. They would cross the every sea beach of Tanzania, and they would enter the Mozambique Channel, where left side is eastern sea beach of Mozambique, and right side is the western sea beach, every western sea beach of Madagascar. And now they would have to enter the every sea beach of South Africa. Well, here are the largest points: Durban, Nelson Mandela Bay, and Cape Town. And now they would enter the Atlantic Ocean. Well, they can enter the Southern Pacific Oceans. Okay. uh, and they could enter the middle of Pacific Oceans, and they would enter the northern Pacific Oceans. Okay, and they can have a terrorist attack on where, on our New York City. Okay. Well, here's the first option, but second option is that they can cross Caribbean Sea, they can cross Gulf of Mexico, they can cross Gulf of America, then they can enter the North Atlantic Sea to reach the New York City to have a terrorist attack on 20 million Americans living in New York. Okay. Well, we have mentioned the dangerous route of Persian Gulf, Arabic Gulf, Strait Hormuz, Gulf of Oman, the Western Sea, and the twist is that they have to enter the Indian Sea, they have to enter the Madagascar channels, Mozambique channels, then enter every sea beach of Atlantic Ocean. They can enter every sea beach of southern Atlantic Ocean. They can reach every sea beach of Atlantic Oceans as a race. Okay. Now I am feeling sleepy, but now still I can explain that. Well, in the that smart loop, here is the catch, and the catch is well, the kinetic volume of petrol has been used as 919,350,000 triple 11 liter. Well, here is the largest thread we can perceive. But in the points, and now let's say magic. Well, magic is I have a diplomacy to set our Pakistan to counter terrorist, Iranian terrorist nuclear naval ship on Gadar port of Balochistan provincial state, Iran. Well, Pasni and then Pasni of Balochistan secret Balochistan provincial state of Pakistan, then Karachi. Well, but on the other hand, we can came to know that this time Iranian terrorists got a 919 million, 350,000 triple one United States dollars. Okay. Now I would say that what is the significant points? Well, the significant points is in the well, this is the beautiful route of 22,150 as a naval route distance with the travel time of 6 days, 6 hours. Here, that would be a 6 day, 6 hours. But what is the mineral resource? Almost 920 million liter. and that is the large threat. Well, because in America, that was 920 million United States. Well, here is the second chance. Okay. Uh, Let me have a break here. And now we can say, oh, I have a forgot of some points. Let me remember. Okay. Ah, national debt of Iran. Well, what is Iran national debt? Okay. Now see it. Iranian national debt is uh, 7.5% of the country nominal GDP in December 2023. Okay. Okay. And now let's check at Iranian National Fund. Well, accordance with calendar 2022, it was 132 billion United States of dollar as Iranian national debt. And now just imagine what would be that points. Well, when Iranian national debt is 132 billion United States dollar, oh, then why United States now why they would try to have a nuclear weapons? Because I know that, well, Iranian has no nuclear weapon. Still, and still here was a route that here was a route that we can say the distance of 22,150 kilometers is the February is now February's distance via what? Via Cape of Good Hope. And well, and as we think that if Iranian government got 920 million of United States of America, well, in Iran there would be the different points as we can perceive. Well. Okay. There is 8 time of my dating vehicle. Okay. And now we can see that Iranian debt has been forgiven in that time. But here is the problem, and problem is where Iranian terrorists Iranian terrorist national naval ship would not go to New York because Uh, their nuclear New York City destruction with the civilian death of 20 million uh, humans lit in here. But just think what would be the negative point we have perceived. Okay, here was a night. Well, but what if would that would be a nuclear project as artificial sun? Let's check it. Okay, in the point we have a difference informations as the difference point. Okay. And now here is we are saving the points just at 2 minutes to catch the third files. Okay, see you at the 2 minute later. Okay, but here is the problem, and problem is that internet has been slow, therefore we cannot continue the our day zero, and now some information would be considered as a day one. Let's find it. Baby.
Can you see by the dawn's early light?
Salam Habibi, how are you all? I hope you are fine. It's me, Donald Trump. I am here with you. But now you have seen that my voice is now like this just because the voice my fan Michaela Caesario is dubbing is now is a medical patient. Uh, she is in fever with a 100-degree Fahrenheit. Therefore, she cannot dub my voice properly for some times. Therefore, her voice is you can see. I mean, you can hear my voice like this. And nowadays, in the first segment, I have missed points. You should not miss it. Well, I have missed that how Suez Canal is uh, how Suez Canal Iranian terrorist naval ship can travel to our Texas if you can see if and only if Iranian Islamic regime succeeded in a nuclear project to generate a nuclear weapons. Okay, but sometimes I have missed for 10 minutes because of the lack of our internets. Now I would like to try to say about the next points, and then I would like to try the Cape Towns and the Panama canals. I would like to try to say. Okay, and in the points for 10 minutes, I would like to say about the Iranian terrorist air force. So let's get started. And I would like to say that I am ashamed that I have appointed Tulsi Gabbard as a United States uh, National Security Intelligence Director. Now, this term is my last term. If my Republican party became the next government and we have J.D. Vance as a next president or any Republican candidate as a president of the United States of America, uh, it's better for us that we would not appoint any women as a United States National Intelligence Director. Now it is the last point as we can see, and it is the shame for us that we have a United States National Security Intelligence Director to be a woman, and it is crystally shameful for us. Oh, perhaps I have mentioned Cape of Good Hope or not. I have not idea. Huh. I have mentioned Cape of Good Hope, and now I would like to mention what if the the artificials well, what if Iranian Islamic regime succeeded as a nuclear weapon project? Well, now see the next point, and we can have the achievement and failure about the Intel reports. So let's get started. Okay, now here we can say that here is Bandar Imam Khomeini, Iran, and our target was New York City of United States of America. And well, I have mentioned it, and I have mentioned that, but I have forgot mention how Iranian terrorist navy would travel to New York if they would succeed the nuclear weapons. And now, well, now you can see that why Iranian Islamic regime want to spread a propaganda through the Pakistani YouTuber. Here is the point. While Iranian terrorists could not succeed at the nuclear project to generate a nuclear weapons, in the points that therefore the kinetic petrol volume of Iranian terrorist naval ship is 900 almost 920 million, and if we can say accurately, then it is 919 million 350,111 liters. That means almost 920 millions. And now here we can see in the United States 920 millions liter of petrol cost 920 million United States dollars, because in their in the United States markets, 1 liter petrol costs 1 United States dollar. But what in the Iran? In Iran, we can see that uh, well, 1 liter petrol cost almost 34 United States cent. That means if you can buy 100-liter petrol in Iranian market, you have to pay 34 United States dollar. Well, in the case we can see that 920 million liter of petrol cost almost 320, almost 307 million United States dollar. Okay, and now we can see that one Iranian petrol, we can see that one Iranian petrol with a measurement of 100-liter cost 34 United States dollar. One almost 1 billion liter cost 1 billion United States dollar. Well, now we can say that in the life of Michaela, in the topic of Alma Jacob, there is saying that 1 liter petrol, Iranian oil, that means in the points, Iranian national debt is almost 139 billion United States dollars. And if Iranian want to sell their Iranian petrol to United States of America, they can get almost, they have to sell 140 million liter of 140 billion liter of petrol, and that costs 140 billion. And in the cost that we can see that here is the cost for Iran to wipe out their national debt. And now let me see that how is now Iranian national debt. Okay, but for that in the points, now let's have the point to save it. Okay, now I am going to save it that, but if you say the weight is 34 million kilograms, well, and as a 34 because the weight of Iranian terrorist naval ship cost how much? 34,000 tons. And if they are they can succeed the nuclear project to generate a nuclear weapon. You can see the artificial sun is they can be focused on artificial sun. And now here is the catch. Almost every country who contains a nuclear weapon has a focus on artificial sun to get electricity fuel. Okay. Now of and you can see the here is my culture and here is Iranian terrorist culture. Now let's focus on my culture, our country's culture, and we can see that the weight of 34 Iranian terrorist naval ship is 34,000 tons. Well, as a specific heat, we can say that of artificial sun is 15,408 joule per kilogram per Kelvin, and the capability eta is 98%, and minimum temperature difference is 666 trillion kelvins. Hence, the kinetic artificial solar weight can be 2.85 microgram. Okay. Well, now, what if we can say the our kinetic sun would contain the temperature of 666 quadrillion Kelvin, then here is the points. Our kinetic solar weight would be 2.85 nanograms. And now, if our artificial solar temperature difference would be 666 quintillion degrees Celsius, then the artificial solar weight would be 2.85 picograms. That is the simple. And here is our physics of about artificial solar project. But now, in here we can see well, let have taken this because my voice dubbing artist, my friend Michaela Caesario, is now in favor, and still she is shooting our camera to focus my voice and my dialogues and edit. She and her girlfriend Gal Gadot is helping Michaela to edit the videos. Therefore, we would support her. Okay. And now, well, here is a live. Here would be another live when my fan Michaela would have another topic in the live. So you can consider it about her. Well, let me take this. Okay. But now, just one moment. Well, here we can see that if you can have a points, therefore we can say that it is our American cultures. While we have a naval ship to travel from New York to Bandar Imam Khomeini for a trade, uh, uh, while the Navy weight would be 34,000 tons, then we need 3.85 microgram with the fuel of artificial solar temperature of 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius. I have said that 2.85 nanograms. Well, now in there, but what would Iran do? Well, there is a nuclear era. We are living in it. But in here, in the points, if their nuclear side would be succeed, their nuclear project would be success to generate a nuclear weapons. Well, they can focus. Well, Iranian terrorists would focus artificial sun to generate a temperature of 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius uh, of artificial sun, so that the weight would be 3.8 nanograms, and hence that they can attack on my New York, 20, where 20 million Americans live in. Well, there is an unfortunate point, and that is in Muslim Gujaratis become the mayor of the New York. Well, and now here my points has been strong that why we our Democrats are hating Indian people, and here is the time is running to come here. I mean, the time is running to be present that every American citizen would hate India, as now we hate Pakistan. And what is the cause? Why would hate Pakistan? Because Pakistani Muslims are being a hooligan and mafia criminals in America, like Texas, Miami, Los Angeles, and even New York. But now, here we can see Indian Gujarati Muslim has been mayor of the New York. So I don't think that Iranian terrorist in the under of Iranian Islamic regime would not be focused on a project to generate nuclear weapon to attack on New York. Well, because in New York City, the mayor is Musulman, and we can see that. Can we wait, please? Well, before the points, here was saying that at first we have to use support Pakistan's. Then when we found Osama bin Laden, the international terrorist in Pakistani general farmhouse, then suddenly we are supporting India. But now, why we are thinking that we should support neither Pakistan and nor India? Here is the point. Because now here is the tension between Iran and we Americans. Well, and here is the same entails that with 920 million liter of kinetic petrol volume, Iranian terrorist naval ship can depart from Bandar Imam Khomeini and Iran, and they are okay. Now here we have a disturbance. Well, let's see. Here we can see that 920. Well, Iranian terrorists can spend 920 million liter of kinetic petrol to depart from Bandar Imam Khomeini and travel Persian Gulf, Arabic Gulf, the Gulf of Oman, uh, Western Arabian Sea, Western Indian Oceans, Canal of Mogadishu, Antarctic Oceans with the sea beach, every sea beach of South Africa, Southern and Atlantic Oceans, Middle Atlantic Oceans, Northern Atlantic Oceans, to have a terrorist attack on 20 million New Americans living in New York. Then, while their nuclear project is failed, what if when their nuclear project would be succeeded? Then we can see that they would use only they would use only the 2.85 nanogram of artificial sun with the temperature of 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius to do that. Well, and here we were thinking that perhaps, well, just 2 minutes, I can show you something. And now we can say something. Well, here response is some clear. Okay. Now you can see we are talking about who is mayor of New York. And now, okay, New York 2025. Okay, now we can say, well, Michaela was typing and I have not a problem while Michaela, my fan, is now shooting the cameras, the screenshot. Well, I am as an anchor with the voice dubbing by Michaela. Well, you can see here is nothing so much information. So, well, Eric Adam was elected mayor of New York in 2021. Well, but now here we can see that here we can have information that Jehran Mamdani is a democratic was a democratic politician and now he is the mayor of our beautiful New York City. Well, perhaps it is the time that we can see Islam New York for 4 years. Because of what? Because that Joharan Malik, Joharan Mamdani is an era and democratic politicians. He come from Indian Gujarat, and now, well, and now he is a mayor of uh, New York City of the United States of America. And now let us see that why. Well, now here is an information. Well, now here is an information that Joran Mamdani supports Kamala Harris. Well, Joran Mamdani support Kamala Harris. What is her age? Her age is, well, her age is 33 years. That means she is born in 1991. We could say but problem is that she is a democratic politician. She support Kamala Harris, and I would believe that perhaps she is a gender changing LGBT. Well, she born in October 18, 1999, 1991. Here was the time when we are succeeded. We have a victory in Cold War. Well, who is her spouse? Her spouse is Ramadoji. I don't know if she is a man, woman, or perhaps she is a gender changing because she is supporting Kamala Harris. Well, personally, I don't like any LGBT community, but I have a sympathy and I have a respect for LGBT community. But there should be a genuine LGBT community. But in here, that the supporter of Kamala Harris cannot be, well, you know who is the Kamala Harris? Well, Kamala Harris is a terrorist promoter. In 2024 October, in 2024 October, there is our confidential information that she is supporting, Kamala Harris support Palestinian terrorist. Palestinian terrorist. Kamala Harris support Lebanese terrorist. Well, and now we can see it. The Joharan Mamdani support Kamala Harris. Well, okay. Now here is information available on Joharan Mamdani. Now let's check it. Joharan. Well, we cannot say that there are no Indians Muslims would have a name like a Joharan. They would have a name like Abdul Kalam. They would have a name like Ashfaq. They would have name like a Farhan. They would have name like a Jordan. Well, they would have name like a Jabbar. But Joran, it is sounds like Pakistani. Well, uh, Johran Kamim Mamdani, born in 18 October 18, 1990 on 1, is an American politician serving as a member of the New York State Assembly from 26th district based on Queens. Well, you can see that Queens, not Kings, that is Queens. Since 2021, a member of the Democrat Party and the Democratic Socialist of America, uh, she is the Democratic nominee for mayor of New York City in 2025 election. Wow, she is a mayor now. Well, now who is president her? President of her? Arabella Samota. Well, uh, where is she born? Well, she born in uh, Kampala, Uganda. Well, as we know, here is a problem. The problem is that democratic Indian oriented politicians claim her to be Indians, but here is the point that they are from Uganda. Now you can see that there was a Uganda when we can have a politicians from Uganda as a mayor in New York. Here we can expect as a disturbance. Okay, and now, well, and now the disturbance is now a huge number we can perceive. Well, let's see that. And now, well, mistakenly we have talk Johran Mamdani. Well, this is the topic to discuss improvement to Johran Mamdani articles. Okay. But now I'm not interested about that. Now here is state what my interest. Now I can here as the points. Well, what happened with that? Well, here we can see that here is a big debt of this. Okay. Now we can see here is our points. Things are in here. No, I can wait. Okay, now here we can see. Well, video shooting is not possible for some points, and now I would take it. And here are the reliable points as we can perceive. Okay. And now, well, where is points? Where is points? Okay. And now we can take it a B, B, a me, me. Well, here we can see, okay. Now we have to wait for it. And here is my dubbing artist Michaela's points, perhaps. Oh no, here is my city. Well, now you can see that here is the city, New York City. And what is the New York City? A beautiful city, a lovely city we can perceive. And now, where New York City exists? Let's see. Okay. We can have just 2 minutes. Michaela, you can check it. Oh, yeah, sure. I can check it for it, and I would check it as soon as possible. Well. Where is she? She's for our times. Okay. Mr. Donald Trump, you can have the points. Here is our a beautiful city. Okay. Okay. Now here is our beautiful city. Uh, we can take it. Well, now here is the city. The city name is well, the country name is United States of America. Well, we can say what is our country. Okay. Now here we can have a points. Well, uh, here is the points I have noticed that. Well, here is United States of America, a beautiful country, and here is a city. Who is the city? The city is New York. Here is the New York, and now here we can see that uh, here we got a mayor. Name is Joran Mamdani, and as the articles we can say. Now let's check it. Okay. As the article, we can check it that Joran Mamdani born is, well, just for 2 minutes. Well, as an articles, we can say Joran Mamdani called himself a United States, Indian-oriented United States, but as we can perceive, we can know that her citizenship is two citizenships. Well, her birth citizenship is Uganda, and her permission-based citizenship is in United States. Well, here is an early life. According to her early life, Her father, Mahmoud Mamdani, a former Indian expatriate in Uganda of Gujarat Shia Muslims. Well, now let's check it. Who is Mahmoud Mamdani? Uh, Mahmoud Mamdani is Ugandan academic, author, and political commentator. He is the Harvard Letman Professor of Governmental of Professor of Astronosis in Columbia University. Well, his mother, Meera Nair, an Indian American filmmaker of Punjabi Hindu descent and a recipient of the Padma Bhushan Award. Okay, now here is well, just 2 minutes. Well, here we can say her father gave her a middle name Kwame in honor of Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana. Well, now here we can see here is a surprise points. And what is the surprise points? The surprise point is that Donald Trump, you can see that well, what is her name? Johran Mamdani. Father is Ugandan. Perhaps she is from Pakistani. Well, mother is a Punjabi Indians. Well, Punjabi Indian has an neighbor Punjab, that is Pakistani Punjab. Well, and now her middle name Khawame is is in the honor of Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana. That means we can say here is no name on Joran Madani that would contains Indian names. Every name is Pakistani. And and what about the middle name? The middle name is in honor of Ghana. Well, that is still Africans. Well, an African-oriented Muslim, how can when if the president of well, an African president Muslim named Johran Mamdani became the mayor of the New York City. Well, Donald Trump, you can understand that what would be the problem in our country, the United States of America. Well, now it is in your chart. Well, Michaela, you have said some points. Well, here we can see it is a danger points. Well, now my national security my national intelligence director Tulsi Gabbard miss it forcefully, because here we can see that if we can have the points Bandar Nan, well, when we can see here the Bandar Imam Khomeini, Iranian terrorist naval ship depart the port, and then they cross Persian Gulf, Arabian Gulf, the Gulf of Oman, Western Arabian Sea, and here, the Kalem of Mozambique, the Atlantic Oceans. Okay. Well, oh my Adonai, here is the difficulty. Well, the Atlantic Ocean, well, the Antarctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean to enter the New York City. Well, as we know that when Iran, Amatullah Khomeini has two options. There was a mayor, American's mayor of New York, and Amatullah Khomeini has two options. Well, first option was nuclear. First option was that Iran. Okay. Well, we can see what we know. Okay. Well, now here the first option is generate a nuclear weapon to target on our New York City. Oh, and now target of New York City. And the second option is was the impossible option. What was the impossible option? Let me see. Okay. Michaela, you are now a technician. Well, yes, it came. Well, now the second option is naval route to travel Asian Sea, Indian Oceans, well, Canal of Mozambique, Antarctic Oceans, and Atlantic Oceans to enter New York City. But here is the case. We can say now we can have an so-called Indian-oriented Johran Mamdani as the mayor of New York. And what is the fact? The fact is that she is born in Uganda. Well, her political party is Democratic Party and other political party is Democratic Socialist of America. Okay. Well, what is working family? Well, yeah. Now, where is her education? Her education is Bolian College as private. Boomstick. Well, a person born in Uganda, school life is in Uganda, college life is in Uganda, university life is in Uganda, and now being the mayor of the New York of the United States of America, well, how could you expect that if they would support New York City or the United States of America? I would not expect like that. And our expect here in there, our expectation is being too low as we can perceive. And now, when Uganda-based and Uganda-based Democratic politicians became the mayor of New York of United States of America, then Ahmadullah Khomeini believes that we can drop on nuclear weapon project for New York. Now there was one options, Iranian terrorist naval route. Okay, and here we can see, well, now we can see that, well, Tulsi Gabbard as Americans. Well, Indian oriented American, we can believe because her family is, mother is from Indians and her father is from American. So we can say that Tulsi Gabbard is an Indian oriented Americans. But now here is a problem with Indians. Well, we can see Vivekananda. Well, Sri Vivekananda, a Hindu saint, came to India and addressed his audience as siblings. Well, dear siblings, while we call our audience that ladies and gentlemen, well, now here is the problem that one good Indian attend in the United States, 100 evil Indian attend is in United States. And now 92 of these evil Indians are even born in Africa. Well, and now here we can say we have well our nuclear, and now if we want to have a reliable energy as a nuclear energy, solar energy, and some water energy in New York City, here is the problem, and that is Jordan Mamdani would resist the law to support nuclear energy as the electricity, water energy as electricity, and solar energy as electricity. They would establish only petrol electricity on the New York City. And here Ahmadullah Khomeini would get an effect, positive effect that they would attack on our cities, and that is the bad ideas. And now you can have that. There is the negative points. Well, I have forgot to tell you about the Iranian national debt. Okay, I know. I don't know if that was updated versions or not. I would know. Okay, and now what? And now I have to. I'm going to. Where is the point? Michaela, you can handle it. Okay. Well, now we can see it here sometimes. For we know what is the American cargo ship weight? That is 220,000 tons. Well, it is for cargo ship. It is for only for American cargo ship. And now we can let it for our previous topic. And what is Iranian national debt? Iranian national debt is 139 billion United States dollars. Now let's have the points. Okay. Now you can see here we can see the points, and now let's have the point. Well, what is Iranian national debt? Iranian national debt is how much? 139 billion United States dollars. Well, now 34,000 ton weight of Iranian terrorist naval ship, if they can have to reach from Bandar Imam Khomeini to New York, they have to spend 919 million 350,111 liter of petrol. Okay, because they could not achieve what? They could not achieve even the nuclear points. They could not achieve. Well, they could not achieve the nuclear points, as we can see. Nuclear project to generate a nuclear weapon. Then for a naval, petrol is only one options, and it is better options for me, Donald Trump, to see that Iranian terrorist naval ship can attack terrorist attack on 20 million innocent Americans living in New York. And this is the national threat. But Tulsi Gabbard did not acknowledge this. And now, now wartime has been end, and we can have a trade time. 34,000 tons is a wartime naval ship. But now, well, and now Ahmadullah Khomeini believe that if Americans 24 cargo ship to export their product would be based on our Iranian oil, and if American cargo ship would be stop their artificial solar project to use our Iranian oil for our point, Iranian oil for their trade, then we would get our national debt would be wiped out. Well, because for 34,000 tons of Iranian terrorist naval ship, kinetic petrol volume is almost 920 million liters of Hence, if American cargo ships can export their products 24 times, and for that, if if kinetic air force, well, for the reason, if American buys Iranian oil, then perhaps and 100% rely on the Iranian petrol, perhaps Iranian national debt can be wiped out. Well, it is their targets. And now, let me see. Here is another game, and that is the naval game as we can perceive. Well, Michaela would see the points in here. Uh, well, where is the fucking points? Well, that has not any good points for we leave it. Okay. Now we are talking about our United States CIA Director Tulsi Gabbard with CIA intelligence report. Well, now our topic is Iranian terrorist air force. Well, now here we can say departure is Tehran, Iran. Iranian terrorists want to depart Tehran, and they want to attack on 60,000 Americans living in Tehran with a direct distance of 11,980 kilometers. With travel time is 14 hours 35 minutes. Well, that is 822 kilometers per hour. Well, and here the kinetic power of Iranian terrorists is 83,438 watts. Okay, and now, well. And now here we can say the weight is 168,250 kilograms. Well, specific the petrol specific heat is 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin, and the capability is 40%. Density is 0.7778 kilogram per liter, and the temperature difference is 50 degrees Celsius. And now, here we go. We can say that is 40. The kinetic petrol volume is 140 million 796,603 liters of petrol. Okay. Well, and now that means almost 141 million liter petrol. You don't need it there. Well, they would not attack one time. Well, now Iranian national debt is what Iranian national debt is. The Iranian national debt is almost 139 billion United States dollars. And now, if they can, Iranian terrorist air force can say, promote 1,000 times of 140 million liters of petrol, then I hope their national debt would be wiped out. Well, here are several countries like India, even RJ Ronald. I would not believe that RJ Ronald would support Iranian petrol propaganda. Well, at that point, well, we can say, but everybody knows what we American do. We American would use the artificial sun, and let's say about our specialty. Artificial in this velocity, we need only 0.423 nanogram of artificial sun as well with artificial solar temperature of 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius. And now, and we can say, let's have a check. Okay. What is our points? Well, our point is just clear. We can say here is our petrol. Well, but we know that our American contains propaganda. Our American contains a velocity that is almost 120. Well, I apologize. That is 1,200 kilogram per hour. I mean, I apologize again. That would our velocity is 1,200 kilometer per minute. And in this time, Ahmadullah Khomeini calculate that. Well, if we can attack Tehran from Texas, and so we have to depart our Texas city and directly attack on Tehran. Then our here is the point so that it would be a 1 trillion. Iranian Ahmadullah Khomeini calculated that our expenditure we have to spend 1,77,973,990,922 liters. That means almost 1.1 trillion liter of petrol we need. We have to spend. And as a point, Ahmadullah Khomeini, well, what Ahmadullah Khomeini expect? Ahmadullah Khomeini expect that if we have to buy Iranian petrols, here is the point that Ahmadullah Khomeini, Iranian Islamic regime would get 1.1 trillion United States dollar after selling their 1.1 trillion Iranian oil. It is the points. And now let's see why Iran Ahmadullah Khomeini and Iran Narendra Modi joined in the Ahmadullah Khomeini propaganda to attack on our American goods. Well, but there and in the points now Tulsi Gabbard is supporting Ahmadullah Khomeini's propaganda. They want and now let's see what Michaela has a counter to has an information to counter Iranian Islamic regime propaganda. Let's see that. Okay. Well, we can see the points. Okay. And now here would be the point we can see. Now we can load. We can load it. Well, just for 2 minutes, we can say, okay. In the point, the United States, well, in the point, we can say uh, our fuel is not a petrol. Our fuel is artificial sun. Well, here is the information from Michaela to counter the Iranian regime propaganda. Now let's see. Well, Iranian textile. Well, now here we can see that our in artificial suns, the specific heat is 15,408 joule per kilogram per Kelvin, and the capability is 98%. Well, temperature difference is 666 per trillion degrees Celsius. Therefore, our kinetic artificial solar weight is 3.335 microgram. Here is the points. Well, good job, Michaela, that you have information to counter the Iranian Islamic regime propaganda about Iranian world. Well, that is the point. I am absolutely shameful that we have a shameless woman as a national intelligence director, and I think it is a crystal shame for us. We believe that, and now we can see here, and now we can see here is our point that we have to counter the Iranian terrorist points. But problem is that we could not counter their points just because of Tulsi Gabbard. Well, we have a YouTube, we have a Facebook, we have a Google's, and we have a Microsoft Bing. Well, as a social media from Google, we have a YouTube. And in the points, here is a big threat for us. And as a big threat, what is the threat? Now the threat is we have an YouTuber, and in our YouTube we have an Indian YouTuber named RJ Ronog and Pakistani YouTuber named Almas Jacob. They are using their counter-terrorist points. Well, as an Iranian Islamic regime petrol propaganda, and they hence they have a bright they have a tip from the Iranian Islamic regime, particularly Ahmadullah Khomeini. But as the problem is that we cannot have a counter against the Iranian these YouTubers. because Tulsi Gabbard is not ready. But I am thankful that my fan Michaela had an answer to counter this South Asian YouTuber. I mean the propaganda agent of Iranian South Asian propaganda agent of Iranian Islamic regime. Well, as a point, it is shameful to me. As the point is that I would believe that I would uh, give a number Tulsi Gabbard as minus 200. Well, after July 5, 2025, I would like to fire Tulsi Gabbard from the Director of National Intelligence. Shukran.